palace of the womb. It is time. It is my time. In my purest form, within a second, I descend from my home. I enter my first womb in this new cycle of time. My immediate sense is a feeling of extraordinary love. Bathed in love. My mother senses I have arrived. Her love is exquisite and washes over me. My father also senses my arrival in the womb. More extraordinary love. Here I spend hour after hour bathed in love. Bathed in happiness. My mother and I are connected through our vibrations. Hour after hour, day after day, floating in a pool of love. I feel the energy of I, the soul, vibrating. I experience I, the soul, connecting with my body of pure elements. I move this new body as I float in a pool of love. I send my energy to every part of this new body. forming and shaping it as a reflection of my purity. After several months, it is time for me to come out into the world. Another magical and sweet experience of joy and love, and the smiles of my parents as we greet each other for the first time, knowing each other. More magic continues.
If you must just become ready, the elements will welcome you. Are you ready for that? Are you all ready for that? Or are you now becoming ready? Even until now, your devotees are praising the full preparations. Do you know your praise? What is it?
Om Shanti. Avyakt signals
in order to pass in the final test, increase the power to discern. Together with knowledge and yoga, you also need to know the horoscope and astrology. When any person comes in front of you, discern in a second their three aspects of time. What was his life in the past? What is his vision and attitude at present? And to what extent can he create his reward for the future? You need to increase the power to know and discern this now. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. So today is another day of excitement of our new series, day 4, creating heaven inside ourselves. So the topic is the attainment of tapasya is a personality of contentment. So now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Is everyone okay in Avyakti Parivar and here? Yes, everyone is very, very, very okay, right? No, Baba said 3 times you say. The retreat here has almost finished, but it's a beautiful training going on about dharana-based leadership. And I'm sure that all of you must be taking a lot of benefit, and we are expecting that Brother Ken will also be able to do that in English for us sometimes. We will plan that later the year. And those of you who are attending must have started looking within yourself and implement it and pay more attention on not only understanding the points of dharana from Murli, but also the practice is important. I had this thought that when the core team was planning this retreat, Dorothy Ben told me that the topic which is decided is going beyond. Actually, every scene of drama is helping us to go beyond. Whether they are the scenes which I like, and there are some scenes I might not like, but then I go beyond, right? But one thing which I find that, especially when it comes to any kind of situations, and some situations even connected with the body, the change start happening, because then you know that to charge yourself with pure vibrations in the body, pure feelings, but also reminding us to go beyond, because there is certain effects also on the body. And I told immediately Dorothy Ben, but if we all go beyond, who will be present? So can we integrate going beyond and be present? And that's what my experience is, that since 5-6 years, according to drama, body is part of nature elements, and animals indicates certain things like wind up, it's your time, you have to use the body enough, all these thoughts. And then you start becoming very subtle. And like now, I feel that whatever energy I have to really use it where necessary. So I don't use it in any details sometimes and unnecessary because I feel I have to use it wherever. So I have to be present, right? Focus, concentration, do what I have to do, use power to discern and decide, and every minute to be present. But if I don't go beyond, I won't be present fully because there will be some kind of thoughts from past and from any person, and but one just goes beyond all that, and but also very focused in doing what one has to do. Many souls, especially when we think of Sister Chandru, within these 2 years, there was so much change in her because she knew that every moment she has to be happy and she has to give, she has to be focused. So there should never be fear. There never should be, it's because of attachment also with the body, but the transformation which I have to do when body is indicating something or nature is indicating is more to be present, but beyond and present is a very, very beautiful balance which we all have to create. So I thought that we have in practical life today both the experiences of go beyond and be present. And there is so much to do. Dorothy Ben calls us, and we have 3 phones, 1 landline and 2, 1 Bhumi, 1 I. Sometimes we have all 3 lines on. So we tell, wait, and it goes on whole day almost. Certain hours we kind of say, no, we have to stop somewhere. So going beyond will help the capacity to increase, to do presently, which always is lot. Is there anyone who is free? No, everyone is busy. And then one is going beyond, but then what am I doing when I'm going beyond? For me, this practice, every day's practice, because I know that I have to practice. Time is going, I have to practice. Not only because I have to share, but also this practice will be then yesterday's. And if I haven't practiced, then other practice will come. So I will miss something, and we want to be present. And it's very beautiful when, like, I always, luckily, I like it, but luckily I get fresh flowers because we don't keep any flower, which is, some places have started keeping, but we don't. In Harmony House or Avyakti Bhavan, always fresh flowers. Because flower is something when you look at and it's blossomed and beautiful, and these days we don't have fragrance, but still they look very, very nice. So today's practice was thinking of myself and looking at others as this blossomed flower. Baba is saying a lot about a pleasant nature. There's a difference between happiness and pleasant. Like some people are so pleasant, you look at them and you feel so happy. And there are some, before you start talking, you have to think twice because you don't know what reaction you will get. And you don't know what state of mind that person is. And there are some, they like you could just go there, like you go near flower. So pleasant nature, which is friendly, which is light, which is adjustable, acceptance is there, many, many good qualities. But also this whole thing of full moon, right? Everyone loves to see full moon. Here, you don't see much moon. In Peace Village, sometimes we do. But there is one, no, Baba mentions also, they do one of the worshipping on full moon day. And that is, then at that time they read or narrate the story of human becoming deity, human becoming Narayan. So it's called Sat Narayan, story of truth, which makes you Narayan. Story of truth makes you Narayan. And it's done on full moon day. Every home in India will do that. So why it is done on full moon day? Because the story is that you should never say that I don't have. Yes, I have. I have enough. So that you get the blessings. Never, never have this thought, I don't have. So that's what happened to this merchant. He was coming with his boat full of goods and he said, I have nothing. So it became nothing. So always have this thought, I am full. So full moon is when it is 16 degrees, right? Generally, the cycle of the moon is of 15 days. But Baba wants us to go beyond 16 celestial degrees, right? So this is what I had few thoughts during the day. I like it because as soon as I find that there is an impact of any situation or problem, I immediately start, oh, I have to do my homework. So I give intellect. Immediately I just give my intellect job instead of on and on. So this way not only you go beyond, but you are present, but you are becoming also full. Because sometimes only going beyond is not enough, but becoming full, right? So each one of us looking at ourselves as flower, as full moon, it's such a beautiful feeling, right? So we all are that today. And we will hear the practice for tomorrow, but I just say few words. Contentment of the personality of contentment. Contentment through eyes, contentment through face, contentment in words, contentment in relationship, context and relationship. And of course, when you have a pleasant nature, but not only I have to be content, but how to make others content. People do come with situation, oh, I'm not happy about it. I have this person like that, but that's their karmas, right? If two souls have something between them, why I have to get into that? It's their karmas, right? So if somebody comes, I have to help that soul. Tell soul in such a way that that soul becomes content instead of saying, oh yes, I agree, she's like that, he's like that. So I am creating karmas, right? Because that soul is so good with me, if not with someone else, but why I am creating karmas? You have to be very, very careful. And I am especially, I don't want to even say words because sometimes we start saying things because the other one is saying. So then we are not very loving, friendly. It's nothing happened with me, it's between two souls, but I am kind of getting affected too. So we will do homework tomorrow for that. And it's nice. I like the practice because lot is emerging in us And lot is getting merged also. Some is emerging, some like the commentary of new body of light, of pure elements, new parents. Mhm. Om Shanti.
There we go. That came late. Again, dear Mohini Ben, good evening.
Good.
And hello to the Avyakti Parivar, and especially to the family from the Americas who happens to be with Didi in Peace Village. And again, like you, I was appreciating the commentary earlier on. This we had been done some time ago. And so that reminder of the future that we are invested in creating, and you very clearly showing us the methods, the way to get there. And earlier in the little Aviact piece, Baba had said, you are a child, but you're not yet a master. And that's the thing that I'm observing. One of our students here this morning said that you've become the master, and whether it's professor or whatever else, but how, this is something I would like to ask you about later on, is how do you go? We know we're all children, but I don't know how many of us would give ourselves the title of master. And when that, maybe you wouldn't use it for yourself, but that's the observation. And then how do you prioritize your day? And I love that you are the consummate student, that's something that's very important. And the fact that you take up these points every day, because as you say, otherwise it'll you'll miss it. And so this thing of it's very beautiful how you've presented it, the idea of seeing the fullness, whether it's the full moon or the blossom flower, so that if I'm looking at everything in that way, then I won't be like the man in the boat who said, I have nothing and there was nothing, but that if I see everything as full, everything will be full. And again, I know that part of your, not part of, but a huge part of who you are is this thing of what you said, knowing that you have to be present, but that if you don't go beyond, you won't be present fully. And so how every single piece of that is contributing to who and what you will be in the golden age. So you're making it very clear for us. So I just wanted to add those few comments, and we'll continue tomorrow. And
Thank you, Madhivan.
Okay, and the point for tomorrow is so creating heaven inside ourselves, June 5th. And once again, the attainment of tapasya is a personality of contentment. And so today I practice the golden aged sanskaras of a contented mind, the essence of success, by aligning my thoughts with my royal companions. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Vadiben. That was wonderful. So, before we invite our two angels and we all get into the flight, I just want to announce the tomorrow's program, because tomorrow is Sunday, and tomorrow we have many things. Tomorrow, Amrit will 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Meditation will start at 6 a.m. followed by Hindi Murli followed by Bhog offering and English Murli until 9:15. Then we'll start meditation. And then tomorrow is the 5th of June. So we'll be having tree planting ceremony at in between 10 to 11 at Peace Village Live. And then also we have our Chandru Didi's funeral. So that will be also broadcast through our Vikti Parivar Zoom. So you can join us. And then evening series will remain same, starting from 6 p.m. Followed by Spotlight Drishti sharing, Hindi series, English series, and a Vikti journey. So I would like to invite our two pilots. So welcome our pilots, and we are eagerly waiting for you. So welcome to Madhuban, the forest of honey where heaven begins. A Vikti journey. Welcome to a Vikti journey. Welcome.
Oh. Om Shanti, everyone, and very, very lovely greetings to this airline and amazing pilots. I was getting confused at some point. I was ready to get on flight to go to Madhuban. My kurta were ready. I was, having my boxes of toli. And then they announced something at the airport that I have to be back in Montreal quickly for changing Y's into fly. This is a very good yukti. Thank you, angels. Om Shanti, Vikti Parivar, everyone in Peace Village. Thank you for inviting me to the pre-boarding moment. So I guess, Mohini Didi, we're going to do the boarding now with everyone to make sure they get on the flight. It's funny because the thought I was having earlier, I was watching a little bit in the last few days, and I was wondering, are you not tired, Sister Mohini, of getting so many questions asked to you? We ask you questions every day now. And so many about Golden Age, so many about you, about your youth, about everything. Are you okay with all these questions?
Yes, I think so.
Yes. Are you thinking that the day no one is asking me question again, this will be Golden Age?
Yeah, definitely. In Golden Age, there won't be why and what, right?
Maybe I will come to you. Maybe only you. You will know who I am in Golden Age. I'll come to you and say, I have a question for you. You would tell me, just wait a few thousand years. Anyway, it's lovely to...
I don't think you will be able to do that.
No, okay. Anyway, it was very lovely to be with you and the family in Peace Village for a few days. I feel I came out of Zoom and I'm back in my little box in Zoom. So it's very sweet. And, so many questions have been asked already. Are there any questions we didn't ask you about Golden Age that you can think of?
Maybe you all can help me. There are so many.
Well, there was a question that, I keep wondering. And many came to Baba, and were told, this is your last birth, get ready, you'll go home, and then next birth, you'll have a golden spoon in your mouth. Now, what if now so many have been leaving, and when they came back, they didn't get a golden spoon in their mouth. They got maybe a baby bottle or something. So do you sometimes have little thoughts about you wondering, what if I don't see Golden Age right now? Do you think that maybe, Golden Age is getting a little bit late, or it should be a little bit sooner so we don't miss it?
I think that when I look at Baba's children, of course, one of the quality Baba said they should be masters. But love for Baba, but also there is so much deep sincerity, and there is so much these feelings of being complete. One of the thought I was sharing and I keep with myself is to see whatever little is missing. That means I am full. We are complete, but just some percentage and certain qualities. We get so bothered by those little percentage sometimes. Whole day I have patience. I lost patience maybe once during day or twice. That keeps bothering me, why I did it. But I instantly say, it's all right, I will have more patience now. So, way to keep yourself full will give you the experience of coming closer to not only your stage of perfection, but that's where the golden age is. When I'm in peaceful age, generally also I don't look much, but once in a while, what is happening in the world is so much violence, so much hatred, so much, all the news to create fear of what you will not get, what is becoming expensive. And when you don't really hear that, that means your day passes, but you didn't see any news of any kind, you feel very good. Because the images which we see, if we see, and the news which we hear has a big impact on the mind. Even if we say it's all world is ending, so we are happy, but there is some kind of mixed feeling. Instead of just being totally fearless, a very subtle fear is there. Fear is about what? Going to heaven? Or about destruction of hell? About what? Oh, this might happen to me. When I'm in this situation, what will happen? When we don't get food, what will happen? But if you remember, Baba had said, you will get dal roti. So what I'm saying is that allow the emerging of the fullness, completeness, and heart overflowing for whatever we are doing and whatever we are. So allow those feelings more and more. So you feel you are very near to Golden Age. And Baba talks about, and it's real because when you are about to reach Bombay, when as children we used to go for holiday, and we will wake up 2 hours before because you can see ocean, they are making salt, and there are beautiful trees, and oh, Bombay is about to come, right? So sometimes Baba says about trees of golden age. Many yesterday were telling me how they feel in peaceful ages like paradise. So it's a common grounds, all that. But the vibrations which have been created by Baba's children, so it's not the place, no? But what we have created is also paradise. Because what we think here, purity, what we study here. So I think everyone is feeling it's near golden age, right? Nobody feels it's far. Just getting ready to get, like you got in the plane, so we also just entering the beautiful feelings and vibrations and transforming everything negative to positive. Very near to golden age.
So are you telling us not to be concerned about the fact that we may take another birth before going really physically to golden age, and that, well, okay, we didn't plan for it. I mean, when I signed the contract with Baba 30 some years ago, it was supposed to be last birth, no more journey, and then next golden age. Now we have to think, well, what if I come back again? You know, I will have another mother, another father, they will have all these things. So are you telling us not to think about it and just experience because many have left the body in the last few years, and I mean, I don't know, we will have a little bit delay before going back to the real golden age.
But how do you know what experience these souls who have taken birth is having? Maybe they also have this experience of being in Jivan Mukti.
Can you ask Baba? Can you ask Baba in a subtle region what they experience? Can we know?
How many of you noted that point? Baba said, everyone will get Jivan Mukti. Right? That means everyone, whatever little short time, but everyone will not go in heaven. That means paradise, where there is no sorrow. So I think that those who have taken another birth, they are in Jivan Mukti. So that birth also is, we won't know, right? We don't know exactly what experience they have. Could be heavenly, right?
But sometimes we see young little ones and we say, oh, this must be second birth Brahmin. I don't know if they're really in Jivan Mukti. I mean, we look at them with Jivan Mukt eyes, but I don't know if they're in Jivan Mukti when they go to school and when they cannot have chocolate cake in the evening. I don't know if they enjoyed their Jivan Mukti.
You know this Adi, one of the pilot. So he's in the evening always sitting full time in Avyakti Parivar, my class and everything. So then we ask him in the night, sometimes he calls to say, hello, what about your homework? Oh, I do my homework right in the school. He's waiting for transport and he finishes his, and he's so brilliant in school. Brilliant in the sense, anything, he said he reads books after books. He can read full book and then takes another book. And then he tells now his parents, don't have attachment with me. Don't have dependency because Brother Dev is getting older. So I will go and run the center. I will take care of, he has, and, sometimes we invite the whole family because parents are also very much in the Avyakti Parivar to come to New York. And he has quite a big things to tell us. So I think that in their birth this time, their voice, their stage, and gives all the advice at the right time to parents also. So I think that is amazing, if, I don't know, it's last birth or first birth, but it seems like first one.
Maybe, he's certainly having a flying stage at the moment. And by the end of the month, I think he won't be flying a plane, but he might be flying a Viman. So we should be prepared for seeing him with his co-pilot in the Viman very soon.
We don't need co-pilot in Viman, do we?
We have companions. We'll go with companions.
These days in our flights to India, there are four pilots, 2 rest and 2 flying. Then they change there. So, but I think we can manage, right? I want to.
You were mentioning earlier, how what would be the fear we have, and of course, some of us may be thinking sometimes of the scenes that we have to witness, and Baba has given us many times warnings, and he said you have to be prepared because yes, we'll say golden age, hello, happy, but at the same time, there will be scenes to go through, and there will be scenes when Baba has been very clear in describing the force of everything that we will have to face. And I sometimes ask myself, am I ready? And I watch the news and I see what it is like to be in a place where there's destruction. There was an article recently and they were showing what will happen to Montreal if a nuclear bomb were to drop on Montreal. And I saw the article, I said, wow, this is an interesting story. And they said, let's take, for example, the central part of Montreal where the bomb will drop, and it will be Parc Jarry. This is right here 2 minutes walk from here. And they were doing this kind of scenario, imagining the bomb dropping in Park Jari, next door to the center. And to be honest with you, it was a little bit, I thought, I hope I'm in Madhuban on that day. Because it's not going to be very pleasant. And they were describing the degree of burn on the body. And for the radiation of the bomb, you know. Oh. So I thought, okay, is my stage ready to face, you know, everything?
I think I tell you one thing, that each one of us, we are so used to two things. One is becoming soul conscious, bodiless, and start serving, giving sakash. You don't even feel that scene. You won't be affected. You are thinking this, if it happens and if I am there. But I'm telling you that any one of us, Baba's Brahmin children, instantly will become bodiless and soul conscious. And let me serve. Let me give, blessings and sakash that you won't even see or feel anything there. I'm telling you, I guarantee you, because I have gone through certain things and I find that immediately we are in our stage, and then I say, but these souls all around, they need sakash, so I have to give sakash to them. And scene passed and there was no impact. So Brahmins shouldn't have any fear. But if I think now, if that happens, when it happens, then of course you will not be able to figure out. But when you are in midst of that scene, then how you see your stage at that time, I think we will be stable, we will have good wishes for everyone, we will be protected. And so, describing scene at this time is different than being in the scene. I think you yourself have experienced that whenever something tragic happened or something happened, the stage was very good, no? And also we start giving sakash to our own body and others. So
well, thank you for the blessing. I was just curious, I wasn't going too far there, but I want to ask you, is that the time when you feel, you were talking about going beyond? And my question, and I know we'll have to go on the plane, I don't want anyone to miss the plane to Madhuban, but how do you go beyond? How do you stay beyond? And how do you come back from beyond, in a few words?
It's drama and scene past, right? So why I think of that scene? Let me create what I want. So you go beyond, but also then you create around you that kind of energy. Right? Can we go beyond? Yes. It's gone, right? Anything which happened is past. We carry in our mind, no? You have heard this story of these two monks, right? They were going and they saw a woman drowning. So one monk saw this woman, so lifted the woman and put her by the side. So then they start running. So other monks said to this one, I am really bothered. Today you touched a woman's body. He said, I just put her aside, but you are carrying in the mind. You are carrying that in your mind. So how we carry things, so many. Sometimes I say to BKs jokingly, we have left everything, renounce everything, but maybe we carrying certain things. You have to let go that and go beyond. And if we start practicing now, that every moment which passed, I shouldn't be carrying with me, go beyond. Yes.
So we're going to go on the plane, all of us together. We'll go beyond, and then we'll go to Madhuban. So Mohini Didi, last word, what are you taking with you when you embark on the plane with these amazing angels taking us to Madhuban. Do you have any luggage, any carry-on? Do you take anything with you to go to Madhuban?
No, I check in everything. And I have trust that when I go to Madhuban, I will get what I need. So I'm not carrying anything with me, not even hand baggage, not even purse. And because Sister Bhumi is there, she also has my boarding pass. So I don't carry anything.
Very good. So you see now, little angel, if Adibai, if there is any overweight in the plane now, it's not from me because my questions are gone, my worries are gone. It's not from Sister Mohini, she doesn't have even a purse. So I think your flight should be very light and I wish it be taking off very, very easily to Madhuban.
Here it says the plane is very lightweight, right, sister?
Yes, brother, we can very easily fly back to Madhuban now.
We can go so fast that even the normal time is very long.
Our plane now is double light. Okay, Avyakti Parivar, are you ready to fly to Madhuban now?
I am.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
जिसमें खुशबू रूहानी थी प्यारी, देखा माली अपने बाबा खड़े हैं बाहें पसारे। तेरा मधुबन मन को लुभाए, चित को चुराए सुख बरसाए, चित को चुराए सुख बरसाए। मीठी मीठी यादों में दिल को समाए, बाबा तेरा मधुबन मन को लुभाए। बच्चों की सूरत में तेरी सूरत, मन मंदिर में बाबा तेरी मूरत, बच्चों की सूरत में तेरी सूरत, हर सूरत में है तेरी ही जरूरत। मजा आया ना, मजा आया, मजा लेते रहे। अच्छा
Wow, this was a full-on party. Daddy came, it was Diwali, even Bab Dada.
It was even Shivratri, but brother, there were so many plants in Madhuban. Madhuban is so green.
Sister, can I ask you a question? Those plants were so beautiful. How can I put a plant in my garden, or my state, or my country?
Brother, I have an idea. There's a big project starting on Earth Day where we all get an opportunity to plant trees and bring our golden age closer.
Wow, sister. I want to do the tree planting right now, but I have to wait.
So let's see what this project is.
Om Shanti. Thank you, angels, pilots. That was wonderful trip. Generally, it takes 15 hours, to reach Madhuban through flight. But you all had made so easy. And within a few minutes, we go to Canada, and few minutes we go to Madhuban. So it's very comfortable flight. Thank you so much. And also, thank you for introducing our new project, Kalpataru, which is starting from tomorrow, 5th of June. It will be until 25th of August. So the project is about planting the tree, 40 lakhs. That's the aim. And if we all together, we reach to our aim, definitely. So please, wherever you are, please make sure that you can be part of this project, and let's plant the tree. Not only just planting the tree, but take care of it with the Sakash and with those vibrations and the thoughts and values, so that can spread around the world. So tomorrow we'll be inaugurating in Peace Village with our seniors here. We have many seniors here, and Mohini Didi as well. So we'll do inaugurate and we'll do broadcast in Avekti Parivar, as I said in the schedule. After the Murli, we'll start meditation, and then in between 10 to 11 a.m. we'll be planting tree in Peace Village, the first plant. Plant the tree. And then we have our Chandradidi's funeral. So we will be connecting through West Coast. One more thing in the schedule, I want to mention that in the evening, in Avekti Parivar, we'll be offering special bhog for our Chandru Didi. So please be part of it. And we will send our Yad Pyar to Baba and to her. And we'll hear what she has to say and Baba has to say to us. So please, possible, you also can make at your center or home some bhog, and we offer together. And definitely next Sunday we'll be having Memorial Day, and all centers will be offering bhog as well on that day, next Sunday. So that will be announced later with the whole schedule. But for tomorrow, this is what it is. That will be in the morning, joining for ceremony, planting ceremony, as well as funeral, and evening bhog. So thank you, everyone. It was a wonderful evening, right? And now let's remember Baba. Om Shanti.
Recording stopped.
Om Shanti.
Good night.
Shanti Mohini Didi.
Good night.
Shukriya, Baba.